Hello and welcome to this physics tutorial on structure of matter. This tutorial will solve the problem as shown. Given that 6 grams of carbon combines completely with 8 grams of oxygen to form carbon monoxide, how many grams of carbon monoxide can be made from 48 grams of carbon and 48 grams of oxygen? So first I'm going to give us a little roadmap so we can visualize the reaction. So if I have 6 grams of carbon and that combines completely with 8 grams of oxygen, that total added together, 8 plus 6, gives me 14 grams of carbon monoxide. And then it tells me to figure out how many grams of carbon monoxide I can make from 48 grams of carbon and 48 grams of oxygen. Well, in chemistry, we have something called a limiting reactant. And it's the reactant that gets used up first and limits the amount of product that we can produce. So I'm going to solve each of these separate, assuming that we have an unlimited amount of the other. So if I start with 48 grams of carbon plus unlimited amount of oxygen, I can set up a ratio. Our 14 grams of carbon monoxide divided by then our original 6 grams of carbon will be proportional to the ratio of our grams of carbon monoxide divided then by the amount that they're giving us, the 48 grams of carbon. So when I solve that out, I end up getting 112 grams of carbon monoxide. So now I'll do the same thing for the oxygen. And they tell me that I have 48 grams of oxygen, and I'm going to assume then that I have an unlimited amount of carbon. And I'm going to set up a very similar ratio. My 14 grams of carbon monoxide over the original 8 grams of oxygen will be proportional then to the amount of grams of carbon monoxide that will be produced from 48 grams of oxygen. And so once I solve that out, I end up getting 84 grams of carbon monoxide. So based on that, we know that the maximum amount of carbon monoxide that we can create is 84 grams, because we see that this oxygen will get used up first and will have excess carbon. We'll only be able to produce 84 grams of carbon monoxide. So now see if you can find a similar problem to solve completely on your own. Good luck!